Kind of a good day. 1,293 points. The Dow Jones screams up 5%. Wow. Kind of a good day. Oil goes up. Global Dow goes up. NASDAQ goes up. S&P 500 goes up. Dow Jones goes up. But not just up. Dow Jones goes up 5%. Massive. S&P 500 up 4.6%. Massive. NASDAQ up 4.49%. Massive. Some big moves, man. I don't know about you guys, man, but some big moves going on in the markets, guys. Some big moves in the markets. Look at Costco, 10%. Oh, by the way, I bought some IBIO. Full disclosure. 1,000 shares at $2.12. It's currently at $2.62. IBIO is up 18% post-market. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. Told me BTFD. Let's take a look at BTFD. Since you told me about BTFD, let's take a look. BTFD. What the hell is BTFD, man? Is that China Universal High Interest Debt? Yeah, I don't know about that stock, man. I got some RTTR. It's up after market. I got it at 59 today. It's at 64.99. I got some TOMZ today at 1. Oh, they're not showing the post market. Picked it up at 141. So I am down a little bit on this one. Got Valens last week at 290. Now at 314. I told you guys that Visa and MasterCard were my number 1 and number 2 plays for March 2020. And Visa up 5.8% after my video. MasterCard up 5.6% after my video. My number 1 and my number 2 plays for March 2020. Let me know what you guys think about those picks. Caesar says, yo, Rich, destroy the like button. Yo, what's up, Caesar? How you doing, brother? Steven says, what goes up can come down. Yeah, it was down for 7 days in a row. So we had to have an update because we were red for 7 days in a row. It's a very painful time for investors. Very, very, very painful time for investors. Very painful time for investors. So, a very, very monstrous day today. Wow, Tesla, holy smokes. Not only did Tesla explode up 11% today, they're up another 1.28% after markets. Now it's $754. Wow. Gotta love it, man. How about Apple? Apple had a day up 9%. One of the biggest days for Apple. Look at this. Look at this. Apple stock just had its best day in more than 11 years. How about that? 9% for Apple in a day. Huge day for Apple. Massive, massive day for Apple. And people are going crazy for Costco. And Costco stock exploded today, up 10%. Massive day for Costco. And I don't know if you guys have seen, people are going crazy and buying everything at Costco. So the Costco stock is soaring. But so are coronavirus stocks. Let's take a look-see-loo. So ONCY is one that I talked to you guys about a while ago. They were dead to rights, weren't doing anything, and bam! Had a big day, up 19% today. ONCY. They're going down after market a little bit. I think it can go higher. I really do. I think it can go higher. It was as high as $3 not too long ago in the last month. And in the last 6 months, as high as $5. So that's still a double from these prices. And I think it has a long ways to go potentially. So ONCY, I want you guys to put them on your radar, put them on your watch list. They have huge potential. mRNA. What a beast these guys are, on the World Health Organization list multiple times with products that are right now being used. mRNA, Moderna, up 15% today alone. Huge day for Moderna. What do you guys think? Did I predict this massive rally today? No, I didn't predict the massive rally, but I did predict that we would have green. Infinite Possibility says, I think this was planned. You know, who knows, man? It's possible. Steven says, yes, totally planned. Caesar says, Green Day, hope you win big, Rich. Thank you, Caesar. Appreciate you, brother. Pancho says they want to suck people back in. Well, if you listen to Warren Buffett said that historically, if you look at the markets, all they ever do is go up. So even if they do go down, it typically signals a buying opportunity. Infinite Possibility says, I feel sorry for all the people who panic sold. Oh, buy the dip. Okay. Michelle Clark says, Pancho, dead cat bounce. I need to buy gold low. Infinite Possibility says, you're breaking your rules, Rich. You said you'd never say what you buy anymore. If I do say it, I have to disclose it in my videos. So you guys can see that disclosed in my videos. So yes, I will disclose it in my videos. Because if I do want to buy picks that I talk about, I have to disclose it. But in this situation with the coronavirus, I just had to get in. And with a couple of these cannabis stocks, like Valens specifically, I really think that Valens was at a good price. And Baby, I felt like I wanted to get into Baby. So at the end of the day, if I want to talk about these stocks, I have to disclose it. Hey man, you know what? The broader markets are very powerful. And historically, if you look at the stock market, every time it goes down, all it does is create a buying opportunity and then it goes back up. So historically, every time the market's gone down, it's always gone back up. Michelle Clark says, people often sell low and buy high. I like to buy low and sell high with everything I do. Richie Rich says, where we go from here is anyone's guess. It's all based on the news. It's all based on the news. Is it going to be about Costco, and is the market going to explode and have a huge day? Like this? 1,293 points. Is this going to continue? This green? Or do we go back to 7 days in a row of red? Nobody knows. I don't control the markets. I'll let you know in a few hours what the markets are going to look like tomorrow, but I won't know until later on in the evening. Richie Rich says, me too, I'm up big. Very good. I'm happy for you, man. Michelle Clark says, short sellers covering on big stocks. Yeah, they're covering in a panic. People getting greedy. 7 days in a row of red. We knew this couldn't continue forever. Quantitative easing, people buying the dip. Even Warren Buffett said that he wasn't selling anything. Kramer was saying it was a buying opportunity. So clearly they were right. Michelle Clark says, some of these stocks are so expensive, though, I can't afford them. Well, that's why the rich get richer. Anthony Alvarez says, Rich Brothers CVM had a great day today. CVM, let's take a look. Give me your picks, guys. We'll take a look. I haven't bought CVM, but you guys made a killing off CVM, eh? What is this? CVM, CVR Medical? No. CVM. CVM Cell Sciences on the Amex, 1255, up 14%. Is this the one, Caesar? Yeah, these guys have done extremely well. From $2 to $12 in 1 year. Wow. Unbelievable. TOMZ is one that I bought today. TOMZ. I did buy it a little high. It's come back down. Very risky play, but we'll see what happens. 2,000 shares at $1.41 I picked up today. I like their news. I like their news. Gold stocks had nice days today. Nova Gold up 7%, but then down 2% after market. Twitter had a monster day today, up 7%. Valens had a nice day, up 6%. Visa had a huge day, up 5%. There's some big moves for some big names. SPCE had a big day today, up 5%. One of my top 10 picks for March 2020. Baby had a nice day today. I got in at 102. They're now up for me at 105, up 5%. Thank you, Baby. Michael Dixon says, check out IPOT and Namaste. Isracan Biosciences. Kind of like this one. I like this pick. IPOT. Thank you for this pick. And Namaste. I heard Namaste did a deal with, I haven't even looked at the news. Namaste did a deal with Bills with Dan Balzerian's company. Guys, I like Bills and I like Namaste. Namaste up 13%. There we go. Good job, Namaste. And Bills, BILZ. Guys, I'm a big fan of Ignite International, Dan Balzerian's company, Bills, BILZ, like dollar bills, y'all. I like this stock, and I think if you look at the 1 year chart, you'll like it even more because, I mean, it's been higher, like way higher. So, You know, it's been as high as 264, right? So we're at 111. Why not touch those 264 ranges again? I think it does. I think it does. Just looking at the Fibonacci retracement here. Yeah, I think there's a very good likelihood that we're going to see it go to 162. At some point, we'll see it at 246. And to get in now and ride this up to 246 would be huge. Just be huge. I mean, it could go back down to maybe the 65-cent range, but I think that would be the lowest you could get it. I'm a big fan of Bills. I'm a big fan of Dan Bilzerian. Very, very wealthy, very successful entrepreneur. So I think that Bills could be a great, great opportunity. Great opportunity. Because you got like a very powerful man with a huge social media presence behind him. Behind this deal. So I just think that the upside is tremendous. I really do. I mean, he's friends with every major celebrity in California. MC says day off of Robinhood. Yeah, wasn't Robinhood down today? HTBX. HTBX. Thank you for the picks. I like your guys' picks. You guys are bringing me the best, and we like to ride momentum here. So please look at HTBX up 142% on the day. That's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Wow. Amazing. How about Applied DNA Sciences up 29%, 518. It is down after market 2.5%. APDN, Applied DNA Sciences. And a lot of these picks were brought to me by you guys, the community, the people. I think this was Jeff that brought me these picks. DXR, guys, look, 65% move today. Huge move for DXR. Wow. Massive move for DXR today. Up 65%. Huge. Huge move for DXR. NOVN. Novan up 112%. This was brought to me by another member. It's the membership, guys. It's the community. It's the community that gives us the power. It's the community that gives us the strength. It's the community that gives us the tools of the gods, the picks that are running. And we're going to bring it to you guys live and interactive every single day. Thank you guys for the picks. Rain Band says, hey Rich, thanks for letting us know which stocks and how many shares you bought. Can you also tell us when you would sell those picks? Sure, I'll let you guys know. I'm already thinking about selling them. I'm not going to lie. Like as soon as I'm up 10%, I start getting itchy. So then what I do is I start riding it. So if it's up 15%, I'm going to keep it at 10. If it goes up to 20%, I'm going to move my take profit to 15%. If it goes up 25%, I'll move my take profit to 20%, and I'll just move it up. So like if a stock runs like 112%, I want to squeeze as much juice as I can out of that run. You know, if I can get 105%, 107%, that would be amazing. So just keep moving it up, 5%, 5%, 5%. But yeah, like as soon as I'm up 10%, I'm thinking about selling. But not every time. Like a company like Valens, I really like it. So I'm really not wanting to sell my Valens because I like it. I want more. I only have 2,000. I want 10,000 Valens. So I'm waiting for another dip, and I'm going to get more. I like Valens a lot. I just want to invest in great companies. As Warren Buffett says, invest in great companies. Don't invest in stocks. Invest in great companies. And the stock price will take care of itself. I truly believe that. So, you know, when you look at companies that you've lost money in, and I look at companies I've lost money in, they have no money. So I'm trying to invest in companies now that are companies that I think are going to make a lot of money, and companies that are making money, or companies that are trending. So that's what I'm doing. And we'll see how the results are at the end of the day. But right now, I think the trend is coronavirus stocks. I really do. I think there's a ton of momentum in it. Companies like CODX have been darlings. I brought them as one of my top picks for February 2020, and they haven't disappointed. I mean, the 1 month chart is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. From 268 to 1781. So yes, if I can get into something like ONCY at $2 and it runs to 17, and it could, guys. I'm telling you right now, at 242. I don't own this yet, but I might buy this tomorrow. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie. I like these guys. So, I might get this one tomorrow. If this thing runs to $10, 1,000 shares will be worth 10 grand, and you get in at 2,400 is your barrier to entry. Not bad. I like these guys. But, I don't know if I'm going to buy them or not. I like Apple too, right? The IML came out and said that they're going to fund these companies. Companies are going to get support. Due to the coronavirus, there is going to be financial support that will be given to companies to be able to withstand this. They're not going to allow these companies to fail. Some companies are too big to fail. Facebook was up 2% today. They're down after market. Amazon was up today 3.7%. They're down after market. Google was up today 3.7%. They're down after market. So what are we going to see tomorrow? That's the $1 million question. Do we go back up? Do we go down? We had 7 red days in a row, despite the fact that we were in the midst of a market melt-up. Do we go up or down from here? What do you guys think? What are your predictions? Michelle Clark says, Pancho, it works every time. We buy when they sell and the reverse. We have to stick to our plan. Cannot follow what the wealthy do in the market. We have to work it out ourselves here on Rich TV. I think we have a pretty good idea of what's going on. I think we're on the pulse, man. I think we do a good job here. Our community's getting smarter. We're getting stronger. We're getting better. We're investing in better companies. Infinite Possibility says, I think green again tomorrow. I hope you're right. Pancho says, I covered and put my pension into the money market and this happened. Hey, you know what? The markets are going to do a lot of crazy things. But one thing you can guarantee over time is that they go up. Because if you look at the Dow Jones, historically, all they've ever done is go up. Look. Since 1970, all it's done is go up. Just go up. Up, 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 up. Yeah, there's some dips. And then it goes up. And then it goes up. And then there's another dip. 2008 crash. Look, 2008 crash, right? That massive dip they talk about. Oh, yeah, that crash. And how long did that last? Lasted for 2008, 2009. And then it just went up. Like, it crashed and then it immediately goes up, right? So yeah, you don't want to be holding here when it crashes, but it does immediately go up from there. It always does, almost. And then like 2 years later, it's right back up. And then historically, look at this, it's just screaming. Screaming, screaming, screaming. So these markets are very, very, very powerful, man. There's a lot of momentum taking these markets up. So yeah, the coronavirus is bad. People are dying. It's true. Look. And the numbers keep getting worse. They're going to keep getting worse. But life is still going to go on. We're just going to have to learn how to deal with it. We're going to have to learn how to deal with it. 76 countries. I predicted 100 countries. It's now in 76 countries. I predicted 100 countries. I predicted America would have deaths. There are now 6 deaths in America, 99 people infected, and 24 infected overnight in America. 7 in serious or critical condition. Outbreaks in South Korea, 599. Italy, 335. Iran, 523. This is very serious. This is very serious. Over 3,000 people dead. And you know what's the funny part is they like to say that, oh, it's only got a 2% death ratio. Look at the numbers, guys, for real. There's 3,087 deaths out of a total of 90,000 patients. So 3,000 deaths out of 90,000 patients is over 3%. So let's just be honest with what the real numbers are. And there are 7,396 people, 98 people in serious or critical condition. So if a portion of them die, then this 3% will jump dramatically. So it's higher than the 2% that everybody's trying to say. Why does everybody try to lie about the numbers? Why doesn't anyone actually tell the real numbers? That's the other thing that I just don't understand. Rocky says, what happened to 5G stocks? Are you still looking at them? I look at everything, guys. I mean, I look at the entire market. Through the Trading Academy, I think we try to focus on the entire markets. I think I'm becoming a better trader because of it. And I'm using that in my equities trading and focused on building my Trading Academy and utilizing the tools that I'm learning at the Trading Academy to help me in trading all assets from gold to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and equities, indexes, and Forex, because I get a chance to see all the markets every day, all day. So I'm watching all the markets every day, and I get a chance to see what is going on every single day in the markets. And I'm watching everything from cannabis stocks to 5G stocks. As you can see, AEY, a 5G stock, they've had a huge run up. Now they're consolidating. I mean, I would look at this as a buying opportunity as an investor. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. Look at the 1 month chart. You can see it's at 424. So obviously it's gone down after market as well, all the way down to 407. It's been lower. It's been lower, but it's also been way higher, $6. Last week it was at $6. So yeah, I mean, if you could buy it at 4 and sell it at 6, you make 50% on your money. Those are the kind of trades I like. So I still think 5G stocks are going to do well, but there's obviously going to be some complications with 5G. Tripolar 3 says, been watching 3D Systems DDD for 2 years, got in today at 888. Let's take a look at DDD. Thank you for your picks. 3D Systems. Up 4%. Nice. Hey, you got in. Good price. Good work. Good work. Congratulations. Let's look at the 1 year chart. So it's been as low as 655 in the last year, currently at 953, and been as high as 1241 just recently, a few weeks ago. Interesting pick. Nice dip buy there. Very nice dip buy. Steven says, buy the dips and never sell the Buffett way. Charles says, he's the king of marketing. Infinite Possibility says, before you put your money in a stock, find out how it operates. Watch it. Date it. Watch it. Date it. Get a chance to see how it works before you get in. I did that with these coronavirus stocks. And I think the coronavirus is just getting started. So for me, I feel like pretty comfortable getting in on this wave, you know. Today I bought TOMZ. I bought, and I'm not telling you guys to buy this. Remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. I bought TNXP. I bought... What else? What else? Ritter Pharmaceuticals. I bought that today at 59 cents. It's at 64.98, so I'm up on that. I bought IBIO. These guys are on the World Health Organization website, guys. That sold me. I'm not going to lie. They are, and so is TNXP, both on the World Health Organization website. Here it is. These are the companies. So this is the list that we got. This is our gold right here, man. So the other one I'm interested is INO. I want INO. We need to make a list of all of these companies. I want INO. Bad. I think INO is going to be really good. Look at this. INO up 2.5% today and up another 5.69% after market. I really like INO. They're right here, right on this list, guys. Like on the World Health Organization list. I mean, doesn't get better than that. The first one listed. It's the first one listed. Novavax. Here's Novavax. 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 So NVAX, they're on the list too. And look how they have screamed. You want to talk about screaming? In November, NVAX was at $3.70. They're now at $12. They're on this list. So in my opinion, companies that are on this list are kind of gold. Like, they're gold, guys. They're on the list. But they've already exploded, so I wanted to get into something that hasn't exploded as much yet. How about IBIO? Okay, guys, I bought 1,000 shares of IBIO today at $2.12. Okay, I saw them on the list. I was like, all right, I'm going in. That was it. I was like, yo, I'm going in. COVID-19, I'm going in. That was all I needed. IBIO, let's see. I got in at 212. I saw it run. I made a day trade on it last week. Made a quick $1,000. on a huge run up. Saw it run to 350 after I sold it. Instead of making $1,000, I would have made like $7,000. But whatever, it is what it is. I'd rather win than lose. So then I seen it come back down all the way to like lower levels, like 190 range, a few times. But we got to remember where it came from. I mean, like 5 days ago, it was at 30 cents. Like, it's ridiculous. The thing was at 30 cents. And then it took off. Been as high as 339. Okay? So today when I saw it dip down, I was like, okay, I got to get in. And I got in at 212. It finished at 221, down 9%. So I bought in the red, which has always been my strategy, buy in the red, sell in the green, right? So bought in the red. I bought in the red today on IBIO. I saw they were on the list. I saw they were down. I'm like, perfect. Market's up. Coronavirus stocks are down. Okay, I get it. Let me buy the dip. And look, right after market, it's exploding again 17% at 259. And I did buy this today, 1,000 shares at $2.12. So God willing, I'll be up on that tomorrow and I'll have the opportunity to sell it. On Friday, I bought Baby at $1.02. They went to $1.33. I got tired of watching it explode in my face. I got in at 102, maybe a little too expensive, but I had to get in. And they went up 5% today, so I'm up a little bit on this. And last week, I got into Valens Grow Works at 290 last week on this dip. I wanted to get a little lower. It did go to 275. Saying 282, but it went as low as 275. I got in at 290, and now it's at 314. So I'm up nicely on this trade. Feeling good about that, but I don't really want to sell it because I like the company. Not yet. I think it's going to go to at least $4. At least $4. At least $4. It was at 409 February 21st. So I think it's going to go to $4 at least, but I think we could see them go to $8, $9, $10. Because they're going to be a very profitable cannabis company. And I really like them. What else? SPCE, one of my top 10 picks for March 2020. They had a nice day to start the month, up 5.6%. Visa, my number one pick for March 2020, up 5.8% today. MasterCard, my number two pick for March 2020, up 5.68% today. Not bad pick so far. Not bad pick so far. TNPX, I bought that one today too. I don't know why that's popping up. There's TNPX. At $1.36. I picked it up today at $1.24. So I just ride the momentum, and it went up even higher past that momentum. And these guys are also on the list. Take a look at this. TNPX. So when I saw TNPX on here, I was like, yo. So IBIO CC farming, COVID-19 preclinical subunit protein plant produced. So it's also plant-based. Here is Tonix Pharma, Southern Research, COVID preclinical, smallpox, monkeypox, horsepox vector, replicating viral vector. So as soon as I saw those, I was like, yo. And then look at Moderna. Moderna's a beast. They're here a couple times. Moderna right there. Moderna, NIAID, COVID preclinical, multiple candidates. mRNA, and then right underneath it, mRNA again, CureVac, COVID, preclinical, RABV, LASV, YFV, MERS, INFA, ZIKV, DENGV, and NIPV. So Moderna in a couple places, that's why the stock's doing so well. I mean, they're on this list, guys. So you get on this list, chances are your stock could explode. And that's what I'm realizing here. Generics. Generics. Generics Bio. So they're on that list too, guys. Generics. I think Generics is on that list. So we should put generics on our watch list too at 87 cents. Oh yeah, they've screamed up. Yep, they sure screamed up. They were at, whew, earlier in the month, they were at 46 cents. Went up to $1.46. Back now to 87. So GNBT, guys, they're on the list. Michelle Clark says, for some of these picks, please state the industry. MC says, what's the word on the call-in segment for your show? Yeah, we can work something out. Tom Smith, hey, thank you for being a member of the community, Tom. Says, howdy, Rich, MGROF up 58%. Let me take a look at MGROF. First group. Oops. Must Grow Biological. I see MGRO up 28%. Infinite Possibility says, do you even know what coronavirus stocks do? I only put my money in a stock I understand. I'm not looking for a quick buck. Hey, I mean, everybody has their own style of trading. Hey, Rich, are you rich? Everybody's definition of rich is different. If you ask me, do I have everything I want in my life and more? Yes. I'm rich in many, many ways. I'm very blessed. Michelle Clark says, Rich, you are sexy when you do price charts. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Appreciate that. Robert says, 69,000 died of the flu last year in the US. Besides, I do believe the Con-19 was a weaponized man-made thing. How disgusting, to say the least. Yeah, very scary. Jason Garza says, Rich, when did you start telling the public what you are buying? What changed? Okay, so obviously when I'm buying a stock that I am talking about, I have to disclose it. So if I'm not talking about a stock that I'm buying, then I don't have to disclose it. So because these are coronavirus stocks and they're doing very well, I wanted to get in. So FOMO is real, man. I don't want to miss out on this. So I got in, and yeah, I decided I'm going to get in and I'm going to talk about some of these stocks because these are good stocks. You know, like I'm not afraid to talk about Valens, and I'm not afraid to talk about Baby. You know, they've done extremely well. I'm not afraid to talk about TOMZ, RTTR, IBIO, and TNXP. And legally, I kind of have to. So there it is. So I'm going to be putting that in this video too. I'm going to disclose the amount of shares I have in those companies that I've talked about. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I own those companies. There it is. But there's a lot of companies that I'm buying that I'm not talking about, so I don't have to disclose it. But I'm talking about all the best companies right now, so I'm buying a lot of the best. So if I own a lot of the best companies, I have to disclose it. That's kind of the way it goes. Just trying to be legal, doing things the right way. Look at China Online Academy. This is Webull. Steve Mason says, bought more Baby today. I just like Baby. I just think that it's a great company. I think they're doing something to make it better for our children. And I think that's the future. I think people will invest a lot of money in their children. So that's why I was willing to put my time into Baby, because I think it has a lot of potential. Clearly, it's done extremely well, right? From 30 cents to $1. It's been as high as $1.30. You know, it's done extremely well. So I can't complain. I'm very happy with it. I'm happy because it's one of those community picks that's done well for us. Zoom Away Travel, I've been thinking about buying it. I didn't get in. I know it was up 20% at one point today. finished up 10%. It's at 5.5 cents. I think Zumway Travel will do well. I mean, if you look at the last year, you could see the run up when we got in at 2 cents, went up to 14, 13.5 here, and now it's at 5.5. So I think this is a buy, guys. I really do. I think something is being plotted behind the scenes, and I think something big is going to happen. I really do. And Sean, if you're watching, we'd love to have you on the show, man. Let's get you back on the show and let's get this party started. Let's see Zumway Travel back at 10 cents or higher. APDN. Yeah, I did look at it earlier, but we'll take a look at it again. Applied DNA Sciences up 29%, but it is down post-market. Michelle Clark says, can investors on here please give a short description of what the stock pick is involved with or the industry? A lot of letters are confusing to me, and I do not know the companies by exchange name. Robert Halter says, just my personal deposition, but I refuse to buy certain pharma shares. Did buy tens of thousands of baby shares starting at 46 cents. Hey, I mean, that's why we're here, right? Let's share opinions. Share opinions. Vu Dang, hey, thank you for being a member, Vu Dang, says ONCY waiting for the news, then it will be up. I think it's a beast. I think ONCY is a beast. I think it's a beast. Personally, would like to put them on alert. I wish I did earlier when it was at the bottom. I felt it. Felt it happening. But you know what? They've already come up dramatically, right? And then they came back down. They found a floor, and they've come back up. So, yeah, I think ONCY has a chance to go way higher. Jardine Walker says APDN is designing COVID-19 vaccines for animals. Look at the article that came out today. You know, I will take a look at it. Thank you very much for the pick. Robert Halter says miraculously avoided the last week's dip. Hey, man, perfect time to buy, right? You avoided the dip, then it's a perfect time to buy. So there's a lot of stocks that's screaming. NOVN was up 112% today. HTBX up 142% and another 3% aftermarket. Just screaming. Jeff Nowak says HTBX, DXR, NDVN, and NCNA. All these stocks are on the move. Just look at HTBX. Yes, Jeff. Thank you for your picks, bro. I've been looking at these picks today, and they have been screaming. Angie says, hi, Rich. If bid size is higher than the ask, does that drive the price up? Can you use a bid-ask size as an indicator? Yeah, absolutely. Of course. If the bid is higher than the ask, that's very bullish. Jeff Nowak says APDN is a cannabis stock. Hey, great. Fantastic. Michelle Clark says, people sure do love their animals. They do. There's no doubt about that. Is there any other picks that you guys want to look at? The stock market had a monster day today. Stock market exploded. We looked at a bunch of stocks. We've been live for 48 minutes. Is there anything else you guys want to look at in this monstrous day where the markets exploded today? Dow Jones up 5% today after being down for 7 days in a row. The Dow exploded. This is the 1-year price chart of the Dow. You can see the lowest the Dow's been in a year is 24,815. We got to 25,409. 24,819. So I'm going to create a floor here and pretend this is the floor. this was really close to the floor, right? And it was a buy dip opportunity, clearly. And we had a massive jump, like massive, massive, massive jump. Massive jump. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. Up 4.6% today. Same thing, the lowest the S&P's been is 27.44. We got down to 29.54 and big jump because these markets don't stay down. I mean, look at it. Every time it goes down, it comes back up. It goes down, it comes back up. These markets don't stay down, guys. Historically, these markets don't stay down. Warren Buffett said it. Everybody says it. Look at the markets. Historically, they don't stay down. Do I think Lightlink Technologies is a buy? It looks so cheap right now. It could be, but it's a penny stock, so just be careful. And I think that there's a very good likelihood that they could do a reverse. So stay tuned. I think that there's a very good chance that we're going to see Lightlink do a reverse. Stay tuned. But yeah, I think 4 cents is cheap for sure. Pretty much the lowest it's been, right? So is Bitcoin up? Let's take a look. Yeah, Bitcoin's up 4%, $8,879, and I guarantee you GBTC was up today. Because when Bitcoin goes up, GBTC goes up. What is that? GBTC at $10.36, up 5%. There you go. So every single time Bitcoin goes up, GBTC goes up. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. GHSI. GHSI. Guardian Health Sciences at 49 cents, up 16%. Nice day for them. Nice day for them. Robert Halter says, hey, just wondering, have you heard of the book that was published 38 years ago that details the coronavirus outbreak in China? Really, really scary. Yeah, it's pretty creepy, right? Richie Rich says, pot stocks just can't catch a bid. MC says, Robinhood is back online. There you go, guys. So if you guys want to trade through Robinhood, it's back online. Michelle Clark says, Jeff, are you planning to buy APDN? Vudang says, stupid Robinhood, I'm mad as hell. Yeah, you couldn't trade on one of the biggest days of the year so far. Raiders for Life says, thank you, Rich. Hey, my pleasure. Podhead says, GHSI and IBIO, 2 contenders for vaccine cure. That's why I got my IBIO. Onion Ring says, artificial stimulation to subdue corona panic selling. Yep, pretty much. Guys, I'm going to live stream the Tilray earnings call at around 5 o'clock. Stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring in the winners, and we bring them to you first. Thank you guys for watching. Great day today. Dow Jones up a whopping. Great day in the markets. Not a great day for humanitarians, for humanity. More deaths in the coronavirus, and the spreading, just spreading and spreading all over the world is just ridiculous. Look at this, 76 countries now. I predicted 100 when we were in China. We are now in 76 countries worldwide with this terrible outbreak, and despite that, the market was flying today. Market exploded. Dow Jones up 1,293 points. S&P 500 up 136 points. NASDAQ up 384 points. Global Dow up 81 points. Gold was down 2 points or 1.7. And oil down $1.19. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, You're not watching. We bring in the winners, and we bring them to you first. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Peace.